Hi guys, let's look in your accent book at page 20. Okay, this is going to be line 70 through 74. One of the biggest things they're introducing to you on this page is something we've already seen, like in our Rhythm Master level 4, and that is eighth rests. Okay, those up in the blue box at the top, those weird looking little sevens. Those eighth rests just receive half a beat of silence. Okay, so I think honestly you guys know how to count and clap them from Rhythm Master, but sometimes performing them like this in music is a little different, because your air will actually be stopping. It's going to be like we're playing staccato or detached notes, as opposed to the nice smooth notes that, well, frankly, I've been picking at you to play since the beginning of the year. Okay, so instead of making your notes touch when we have those eighth rests in between like this, we will put a little bit of space when we have that eighth rest. Alright, so they're going to feel like short notes when we have those, okay? Alright, so let's take a look at that with line 70, okay? So you can almost think again with when you have the single eighth note, eighth rest, it's going to be like a short note, short, short, short. But then in measure 2, those notes are going to be all long again, long, 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 okay? So we're only going to use that short style of playing when we have those eighth rests. Alright, another big thing in line 70 is check out your key signature. You're going to have E naturals. Okay, and the roadmap for this one, you're going to play measures 1 and 2. Pretty short. Then you take the first ending, go back to the beginning, play measures 1 and 2 again, and then guess what? Skip to that second ending where you have, ooh, look at it, E flat and E natural. So be careful there. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to play for you line number 70. And I'm going at 70. E natural there for that third note. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready. Was line 70. Alright, let's take a look at 71. This one is really fun. You might have even sung this one in elementary school music. But be careful here. Key signature, back to B flats and E flats. Okay, we do have a pickup there. Those two pickup notes, kind of like Snake Charmer, where we have the two eighth notes on beat 4. Well, here we go again. And check it out. Look through. You're going to have a lot of short notes to perform with those eighth note, eighth rests. But again, don't make everything short. Okay, make sure if it's a quarter note, it's still full value. All right, so here comes Polly Wolly. I'm going to count to 2, breathe on 3, so I can play on 4 with you. Okay, 1 and 2 and... fun with that and maybe try to take it a little faster. That could be kind of fun there. Alright, line 72 can be a little tricky, but this one is really fun too. Okay, so 3 flats, even though I don't think we ever see any A flats. Okay, if that helps you out. We are in 2, and we have the 2 little pickup notes on beat 2. So 1 te, 2 te, 1. 2 te 1 is kind of how we're going to start that one, okay? Be careful here with your eighth notes. Like in full measure 2, it's kind of just a little mini scale, G, and you're making your way all the way down to the C at the beginning of measure 3. So remember E flats. And then you kind of walk up a little bit. Be careful with measure 4. Check it out. You've got some skips there to be very aware of. And same thing with full measure 7. C, F, D, B flat, E flat. Okay, so be aware when you have those skips. Again, that's in full measure 4 and measure 7. And when there is a repeat there, and you do not add a rest, you just play that beat 1, take the repeat, and then you're back in on those pickups that are on beat 2. Okay, so here I go playing line 72. And down, up, one take, two take. So kind of fun. You gotta sneak in some breaths really quickly there too. Alright, let's take a look at line 73. This is La Bamba. It was a popular tune. We're gonna go slow bamba though, okay? So be careful here. You do have some rest to be aware of, and our notes are you got some skips also to be aware of too. And it's 3 lines long, so it is kind of long here. You do have a divisi down at the bottom. I'll take the top notes if you would like to play the bottom notes, and then we can kind of play the little divisi together, okay? So again, just glance through and be really aware, almost like way back on line 35, the Surprise Symphony, you have to be really aware where your 8th notes are. Okay, they're not always in the same place. Sometimes your rhythm changes, so just be very aware of that. Okay? All right, here comes La Bamba, but we're going kind of slow, so slow bamba. And A flats too, did you see that? All right. 1, take, 2, take, 3. Kind of a fun one if you want to try taking that one a little faster. It will seem more like the real thing. Okay, and then finally look at line 74. This one I think is a lot different than the rest of the page where we've had kind of short notes stopping your air. Here, look how smooth you have to play, and also you have some slurs like we did way back on our slurs page way back when, where you're going to have to make sure you adjust your aperture while you're still blowing air without stopping so that we can get some of those smooth changes between low and high notes. Okay. I still have A flats to deal with, so be careful in measure 2 and measure 5. But this one should feel very smooth, okay? Let me look at those slurs. Be careful, okay? All right, so let's try out line 74. I'm going to take that. I'm bumping it up to 80 a little bit. All right, so let's try our smooth line 74. And 1, 2, 3. Quite a bit different than the others. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed your page 20. Bye.